Hello to my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Welcome to The Looking Glass. For those of you that are new here, my name is Meheba, your intuitive guide, running a little behind schedule, but this is your energy reading for this week. As always, discernment is required, so remember to take only what resonates and leave the rest. By the way, you're more than welcome to check out the water, fire, and or earth readings, especially if they represent any strong placements on your chart. All the cards have been blessed and pre-shuffled for your reading, so let's get into it. First, we have 10 of Swords. Okay, air signs, you may find yourself facing a fear this week, and you're going to want to be aware of how you choose to perceive the moment. For a lot of you, this is going to be something that ultimately leaves you feeling pretty good, maybe even proud. But you're going to have to move past your fear and take action first. It's going to be like, here's your opportunity to take on something that you've been procrastinating on for quite some time, simply because you've been too scared to make a move. And now you kind of feel forced to, like you have no choice. But once you're done, it's going to be all good. You may even ask yourself, why did I make such a big deal out of this? But for a few of you, you may be facing the kind of fear that you may have always wished, hoped, and prayed would and could never happen. But what you're going to find in either of these two scenarios is that the situation really was or is not as bad as you were imagining. Like, your imagination has been over here working overtime on this particular fear for no good reason. And you're also going to find that you're glad that you no longer have to worry or wonder about how this particular scenario would play out, even if it doesn't go exactly the way you hoped. So take this as your heads up to keep you grounded and know that it's going to be just fine once it's all said and done. Next up, we have 9 of Pentacles. All right, this is interesting. It seems like I may be talking to the same group of air signs from last week. For those of you who were not here, my air signs had the 9 of Pentacles come up as something they should be aware of. And now it's sitting in your area of lessons and growth for the week. What this tells me is that there is a continued need to be a little bit more frugal or just an overall good steward when it comes to your money. I'm hearing tighten up them purse strings, girl. In other words, you have an opportunity to exercise your growth and maturity by spending wisely, or wisely choosing not to spend this week. If you don't need to, don't do it. And know that these financial restrictions could end up lasting longer for you if you continue to ignore the lesson and carry on as if you don't need to budget. Like I said last week, who cares if you look like you're cheap? Who cares if you look like you're broke? This is really about making the best decisions now that will ultimately leave you with a greater sense of freedom in the future. And finally, we have Ace of Cups. Okay, nice. I like it. Air signs, as you move throughout your week, you may encounter a few scenarios that you may feel really torn on. Like you're finding it hard to make the quote unquote logical decision. I'm hearing indecisive AF, okay? And in these instances, you can actually feel really good about letting your intuition guide you this week. For those moments that you're instantly like, nope, I can't, no ma'am. Or when you experience that immediate hell yes, listen to that. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't try to over-rationalize. Just let those gut feelings speak up for you. It's not as impulsive of a decision as you may feel it is. Sometimes we just have these moments where we can hear our higher selves a little more clearly, and this is going to be that moment for you. And yes, on the opposite end of that, there are moments where we may find ourselves a bit out of touch with those gut feelings, but this week, I'm telling you, you're going to feel like they're speaking loud and proud. Don't be afraid to let your intuition take the lead. You'll be glad that you did. Okay, my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Thanks for joining us. This has been your weekly energy check-in. If this reading resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. If you're feeling called to do so, go ahead and check out the other elements. Again, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Peace.